Alright, what's up everyone, Duquesne23 here, and today is Friday, so that means another Fan Mail Friday. I know I haven't done it over, I think, the past 2 weeks. That's because, you know, been a little bit busy with Aiden and everything. But that kind of leads on into this first question by Kyler. What is your favorite thing about being a father? Now, it's tough to say, because, you know, of course it's frustrating because, you know, the fact that he's a baby right now. He can't talk to you, can't tell you what he wants, he can't do things like that. So it's very frustrating at times because of the fact that he may cry and you're like, okay, you just ate, and you're okay for a little bit, so you're not hungry, your diaper's clean, so, you know, you're not dirty, and you're wondering, you're like, are you tired, but you're not trying to go to sleep at all whenever I try to put you to sleep. So sometimes it gets a little bit frustrating with everything like that, but you know, it's all worth it. Like whenever you see your own child, it's different whenever you see other, you know, people's babies and stuff like that. Whenever you have your own child, whenever you see your own kid, it doesn't matter how frustrated you get with them, you know, and everything like that. Just the fact that whenever you look at them, you get so happy for the fact that you just, you know, that's your kid. It's hard to explain. Like, that's your DNA, that's everything. Like, you created this baby right here, and it's just amazing how something like that can happen. So I don't, probably just the whole thing, you know, the whole having a son is probably my favorite thing about being a father. It's just amazing, especially whenever, you know, y'all saw the video whenever he smiles. First time he actually smiled at me for a while, like that in that video. It was very exciting. It's just exciting whenever he's able to do anything new. Also, like, he's almost able to roll over, and he's only about 2 months old. He's like halfway there and everything, so that's pretty exciting. You know, just a bunch of stuff. He's already able to hold up his head and everything, so I would just say, you know, all of these little things, you know, are some of my favorite. Alright, so the next question is by Edison, and it asks, when are you and the RUL crew are going to have another play date? In case you don't know, RUL, it's Ready Up Live. You know, they're good friends, and I help them out, they help me out. We're partnered, not like partnered like we pay or anything like that type of stuff. Just partnered like we help each other out and stuff. But I don't know whenever we're going to have another live stream and another play date and stuff like that. We got to talk about it. It's not all of a sudden, you know, like real easy to do. It is a lot of work because of the fact that we have other things to do a lot of times. So we have to set it up with everyone to make sure everyone has time to be able to, you know, play and stuff. So we'll try to get it done again, hopefully, you know, sooner than later. Alright, so then Connor asks, a spoiler, do you believe Cortana is actually dead, or will she return in the next games? I do believe Cortana will return in the next games. The fact is that she is an AI. I understand that she could have died off of that deal, but just as long as a little piece of her survives, she would be able to survive. And I don't understand, like, the ship blew up and everything blew up like crazy, all this stuff, blah, blah, you know, everything blew up. And yet she is able to save Chief and be with Chief for a little bit. How would she be able to do that if her entire, whatever, like you would say, her mind and whatever, all that stuff got blown away to smithereens on that ship? How would she be able to, you know, protect Chief and talk to him a little bit afterwards while the ship is literally in pieces? So I kind of think she's going to return. For a fact that also it's Cortana. You know, it's tough to have Cortana in 2 more games. I mean, it's tough to not have Cortana in 2 more games. I understand maybe if the last game, like, Chief dies or Cortana dies or something like that, you know, that would be fine because that's the last game, at least of the new, you know, trilogy and stuff like that. So I don't know. Those are just my little opinions on that part. But the next question is by Joshua, and asks, in Halo 4, what is your favorite ordnance drop? Also, at what age did you first fall in love with video games? My favorite ordnance drop is, of course, whenever I get an incendiary cannon. But no, like anything normal ordnance drop, it's probably the firepower, little whatever drop thingy perk deal. Because of the fact that, you know, you could kill people in pretty much like 2 shots or something like that, or 3 shots, so it's pretty nice. But when did I first fall in love with video games? I'm not exactly sure when I did exactly fall in love. I know I just kind of repeated myself there. But I guess it would kind of be, I used to play Mario at my friend's house back on the NES. And I think that's whenever I first, you know, really enjoyed them. But I probably didn't first fall in love with them when, like, I got hooked to where, like, I got addicted type of hook is whenever I got my Xbox. And that was my first gaming system that I got, was the original Xbox whenever it came out. My parents didn't want me to have anything else. I did have, like, handhelds. I had, you know, the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, and the Game Boy Color. I did have those, but then my, you know, first console itself was the original Xbox. But now I have every other console, you know, known to man. All right, and so, oh, well, except for a PS3. But I'll get into that a little bit later. But all right, so next one is by Nathan, and he asked, I know it's a bit early, but I know you said that you're going to cover Halo 5 news. Super excited. My question is, do you think Halo 5 will get as much hype as Halo 4? And from Nathan, your biggest Thundercat buddy. All right. But I am going to be covering Halo 5 news. For all y'all don't know that already, I will be covering it like I did with Halo 4. Just pretty much once information comes out, I will make a video about it. And his question, you know, do you think it'll give as much hype? I kind of do, just because pretty much all the Halo games get just as much hype as the previous one, or even more. So I kind of do think it'll get, you know, a lot of hype. I know a lot of people were disappointed with Halo 4, which I don't understand why. At least personally, I don't understand why. This is my opinion, guys. I think Halo 4 is a great game. Yes, there's some problems with it, but I still think overall it is a great game, especially for the very first game ever created, like full game ever created by this company, you know, 343 Industries. That's pretty good that they created this good of a game, and it's their very first game. I know some people came over from Bungie, but there is very few amount of people that came over from Bungie. So I think it's great that, you know, this team was able to create this good of a game, you know, as their very first one. Alright, and so Ross asks, do you like Black Ops 2? And do you have a PS3? That's why I said PS3, I'll talk about it a little bit later. But do I like Black Ops 2? Yes, I do like Black Ops 2. I don't like it as much as Halo. It's just because Halo pretty much is my all-time favorite game. Like genre, I guess, or game series and everything. But I still enjoy Black Ops. I have it. I actually just played it yesterday, you know, with Robo and Biowolf, and then we played some zombies. I do enjoy zombies some, but I don't enjoy zombies like, it's kind of like Firefight to me. I don't like staying in one area and just defending yourself. You know, I don't really care much for doing that. I don't really enjoy like things like Firefight. That's why I'm glad Firefight's out of Halo. I didn't really enjoy it. I like Spartan Ops better. But yeah, that's why I don't really care too much for zombies. But that's just my opinion, you know. People have different tastes and stuff. That's why I don't understand why people get upset with certain things in Halo or any other game. People have different tastes, so why are you getting upset? Like, I don't enjoy zombies, but I know tons of people do. I'm not going to ask them, oh my gosh, they need to take out zombies. You know, it's like, no, that's just my opinion. But the next deal, do you have a PS3? No, I do not. That is the one gaming console I do not have. Don't have it just because, I don't know, just I think that's whenever I was married, and then Jennifer, she won't let me get one, because I would enjoy getting a PS3 and then getting things like Little Big Planet, Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted, you know, games like that and everything. They look like really fun games, and I have played a few of them, and I really do enjoy them. I love Ratchet and Clank series. I do have PS2 with every single Ratchet and Clank. I love that series. So I would love to play it on PS3, but unfortunately I don't have one. Alright, and so then, sorry if I say this wrong, y'all know I'm horrible at saying names. Jaspel, I don't know if that J is supposed to be like the silent whatever type of deal. Oh well. Jaspel, do you hope Halo 5 is more of a classic Halo than a Call of Duty ripoff? And the only reason why I wanted to answer this question is because I hate it whenever people say a Call of Duty ripoff. I hate to tell you guys, stop being ignorant. I'm not trying to be mean, but stop being so ignorant. Call of Duty was not the very first game to ever come out with loadouts. So stop comparing it to Call of Duty. Halo is actually more closely related to Battlefield. So why don't we start comparing if you want to compare it to something, compare Halo to Battlefield. Because, you know, Battlefield is more bigger open maps, same thing with Halo. And vehicle base, same thing with Halo. And they have loadouts, so does Battlefield. Oh wow, it's even more the same. Call of Duty is a run and gun, lone wolf style, you know, game. You can take out the entire team, which yes, you could do this in Halo, but you know, you could do it easier, I think, in Call of Duty. Take out an entire team and, you know, just by yourself. But the whole thing is just that, guys, stop comparing Halo to Call of Duty. It pisses me off whenever people do that. Like, it irritates me so much just because, yes, you know, games take other things from other games. If y'all, you know, Halo revolutionized, at least to me and to a lot of people, revolutionized the FPS multiplayer. It did. So why is it saying Call of Duty ripoff? It would be more of Call of Duty ripped off Halo for the multiplayer aspect of it. Because Halo was the one that pretty much revolutionized that on consoles, you know, and FPS and everything. So it's just stop comparing the two. Call of Duty took the theater system pretty much from Halo. Like, they didn't take it from Halo, but they probably got the idea because Halo had it in there. But do I really care about that? No. I think Call of Duty is a better game now for having the theater system. I think Halo is a better game now for having loadouts. They may have thought, oh, I like Call of Duty. I like the loadouts in Call of Duty. Let's do that in Halo. So what? It's just making it a better game. If they do not increase the game, like you say, you know, do you hope Halo 5 is more classic Halo? If they kept it the same, like the classic Halo, if they would have kept it like Halo 2, everyone is fanatical, at least most everyone is fanatical about Halo 2's multiplayer. If they kept it the same, Halo 2, or Halo 3, whatever your favorite multiplayer is, if they kept it the same, you would be complaining about that it's the same and there's nothing new. Just like what people do with Call of Duty. I even do that because I'd get bored of Call of Duty because it's the same. So people would be complaining. No matter what, you're going to hear complainers and people are going to sit there and be crying about, oh, this happened, this happened, this happened. Just face it, everyone. It's an evolution of gaming. You have to change your game in order to keep up to date. Call of Duty is pretty much like the only one that doesn't change too much and it actually still sells like crazy. I think it's just because it has a popular thing, but it also, Call of Duty, I think, gets like bashed on the most because it doesn't change. But guys, you know, that's enough, I guess, with that little rant there. But I guess we'll go ahead and go on to the next question. Tyler asked, are you going to make any more race maps? I'm actually currently in the middle of making a race map, and it has the Normandy from Mass Effect. You know, on the map, it's for Beowulf's little challenge thing. It's supposed to be due by Sunday. I don't know if I'll make a little, whatever you call it. Wow, brain farted, can't even remember. Whatever, you know, the due date, I guess you would say. Sunday is the due date. I don't know if I'll make it by then, but I'm sure, you know, he'll postpone it for anyone else, because really taking a week to be able to make a map is very difficult to do, at least in my opinion, especially whenever people have school and things like that, or jobs or stuff like that. So I'm sure he'll postpone it a little bit to be able to, you know, just to be able to let people have more, you know, time to be able to make something. All right, and then Brian asks, is 343 going to make a race game type? Yes, guys, they are. They haven't confirmed or denied it, but whenever I talk to them, they sure do word it to where they're going to. Like, they don't word it to where they're like, oh no, you know, we're not even thinking about that right now. They don't word it like that. They word it like, you know, I don't know how to say it, but they word it to where it for sure confirms it, but they don't actually say, yes, we're gonna make one. But the thing is, guys, y'all gotta remember, the race game type is something very small in the aspect of Halo. It's just, it does have a big following, but not that big. And the thing is, they have a lot more problems that they need to be working on, like the file share system, which they said last month that it'll be this month that it'll be working, so let's hope. But yeah, so I rather them get that stuff working before they even think about putting in a race game tag. All right, and then BioWolf asks, where do you see yourself in the next year or two? I don't know. Hopefully I see myself still on YouTube with more amount of subscribers. But no, I do expect to change some things up, guys. I guess I can go ahead and reveal a few things to y'all right now. I do plan on doing, if y'all notice, my thumbnails are a little bit different. They actually are drawn. I draw like the lettering and all that stuff on there. Of course, I do it just a quick sketch or whatever. But I do plan on doing a little bit of animation, a little Halo animation. So let's hope that goes well. If it doesn't, then I won't keep doing it. You know, very simple. If it does, if y'all do enjoy it, then I'll keep doing it. But also, I am also going to be, I'll probably come out with a video for y'all to start, you know, submitting for this. But I'm going to be doing something where I critique your maps. Pretty much you'll submit your map to be critiqued. A lot of people ask me to do Forge tutorials. Unfortunately, I don't have necessarily the time to be able to do that because that does take a lot of time to be able to forge something and show you each step of forging it. But what I will do is, you know, I will have a forum post at Ready Up Live where, you know, you can just pretty much post your map in there, and I will critique your map. I will give you suggestions. I won't be mean about it, guys. I'll just give you suggestions. Like, let's say something isn't exactly smooth. I'll be like, just take a little bit of time extra, you know, to be able to smooth it out to where, you know, there's no bumps at all in it. Or, you know, I can help you out with maybe, you know, just making something work a little bit better as a race map, Slayer map, whatever, and stuff like that. So I just figured go do that because a lot of people ask for help and everything like that. So those are, I guess, where I see in the next year or two. Hopefully doing that, getting more subscribers, more views. And ultimately, guys, since this is my business, I hope I make more money off of it so I can supply more so I can supply more money for my son to be able to, you know, buy things for him and everything like that. So that would be nice. All right, and so then Austin asked, you probably get this question asked a lot, but how did Duquesne 23 come to your mind as a gamer tag? I actually saw the name Duquesne on a billboard. And that was whenever I was making my gamer tag. Like, I was trying to think. I think I was spending the day trying to think of a gamer tag and everything, because I didn't want to just come out with something that I didn't enjoy or whatever, because I didn't want to have to change it. So I was just, you know, we were just spending the day, and I was kind of thinking about it throughout the day and stuff like that. And I happened to see a billboard that said Duquesne on there, and I just kind of like the name, and the reason why I chose 23, that's because that is my favorite number, and I already found out there's already another Duquesne on Xbox, so that's why 23 came into play there. But yeah, it used to be Duquesne 238 because my wife's favorite number was 8, so I figured, hey, I did 23 as my favorite number, might as well put my wife's number on there as 8. But then since I had my YouTube channel as Duquesne 23, because I had my YouTube before I ever met my wife, I didn't upload any videos. I just had it there to comment on other people's videos and things like that. A lot of people thought I was stealing on my YouTube channel. A lot of people thought I was stealing Duquesne 238's maps and crediting them as my own. So that's why I changed my gamer tag down to Duquesne 23, so it matches my YouTube channel. Alright, so Marios asks, what do you think that the first game, what do you think the first game your son will play? I don't really know. It'll be most likely a kid type of game. He'll probably play the Kinect, you know, really, just because that's very active. I don't want him to be sitting in the house always just playing games or something like that. So if he does play games, at least at first, I want him to be playing the Kinect. We do have like Dance Central. I will buy him all those little kid games if he wants them. On, you know, the Kinect and everything, and I'll play with them and stuff, you know, which there are some games that I want to get that are extreme kid games that I want to, but I won't get them just because I'll look like an idiot or something. And also the Lego games, I think those are great games for kids, and they're actually really fun. Me and my wife have played every single Lego game, and we've beaten every single Lego game. And which actually they just announced that there's going to be a Lego Marvel, like I guess more like Lego Avengers or whatever you want to call it. And so that's going to be pretty exciting, and we're going to be getting that one too. But yeah, So then Daniel asks, Duquesne, what is your wife's favorite game? Her favorite game is Bomberman. She destroys. She likes more of the old school games like Mario, Bomberman, Donkey Kong, things like that. But probably her favorite game is Bomberman. She really loves the Lego games. That's pretty much what I get her for birthday, Christmas, things like that. Any Lego games that come out and stuff. She really loves those also. But of course, she still likes Halo and things like that. But it's just not up there because it's, I guess, a little bit more complicated and she's not quite as coordinated and stuff to be able to, you know, do all that stuff. At least she's not used to it. All right, and so then a few people have asked me, can you give one guy asked, can you give 3 tips to starting YouTube? But a few people have asked, can you just give tips to starting YouTube? And another guy asked, as a person who's getting started and making Halo videos, how does one use music without copyright infringement? And what disclaimers do I use for the gameplay footage? Oh my gosh, my bird's making noise. Sorry about that, guys. All right, my tips for starting a YouTube channel. My number one tip. Make a video that you would enjoy watching. That covers everything that a lot of people always say on how to make videos and everything like that. Make a video that you enjoy watching. If you're going to make a video and you click on it, and you don't really care too much for your video, or if someone else uploaded a video like yours and you would dislike it or just exit out of it because you don't like it, do not upload that video. Do not make that video. Change it. Make sure it's something that you enjoy. You know, take time. Don't be impatient. That's another big thing. Don't try to rush a video out and stuff. Even with my Halo 4 news that I did, even though I did push the videos out really fast, I still, if there's something wrong with the video, I would stop and I would go back and fix it. I would not like take the video if it was like really bad or something. But yeah, just make sure you make a video that you would like. And going on to the music without copyright infringement, the music that's playing right now, it goes like, there's a link down below and it has royalty-free music. There's a lot of YouTube channels that has royalty-free music and stuff like that. So make sure you have some of those, and in there, just make sure it's royalty-free and it states on the stuff that you can use the music without like any worry about copyright stuff. And even if you're a partner, you can use the music. Now with the disclaimers, if you play Halo 4 or, you know, I think most Microsoft big title games, you have to have the disclaimer down below. You'll see it'll say like, you know, Fair Mail Friday, and it'll have the title of the thing, and then it'll say Microsoft, blah, 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 Halo 4, blah, 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 blah. You have to have that in there. Now, if you're making money off of your YouTube videos, you have to be partnered with someone that has the rights to, you know, playing Halo. If you're going to be partnering, like, and you're going to have Halo videos, you got to make sure they have the rights. I know, like, Machinima, IGN, TGS, those are some of the bigger companies that you could partner with, and they do have the rights. A lot of the smaller companies now do not have the rights because Microsoft changed their little claims, whatever thingy, mabob. So I'm just saying, make sure you, if you do get partnered, you're partnered with someone that does have the rights to Halo and you can make money off of it. And Robo Vicaro asks, why is all the rum gone? 1, because it is a vile drink that turns even the most respectable men into complete scoundrels. And 2, the signal is over 1,000 feet high and the entire Royal Navy is out looking for me. Do you really think there is even the slightest chance they won't see it? Exactly, Robo. Exactly. But alright guys, that was a lot of fun to be able to do this Fan Mail Friday again. I really do enjoy answering y'all's questions. I know I didn't answer all the questions, it's just I don't really have the time to answer, you know, like 100 questions and stuff. But it was a lot of fun. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe if you haven't already for more Halo 4 content and Halo 5 news once it comes out, and some future things to come, including that animation, the critiquing thing, and all that type of stuff. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And I guess I'll see y'all next time. Later, guys.